Hey guys, okay, so today I'm going to be doing a book review of The Selection by Kiera Cass. I'm looking for some good books to read because I have 1 week left till I go back to summer school, and so I have to get in as much pleasure reading as possible, because obviously English class, summer school, you obviously read a lot of books. So I heard about this book from several people, and I thought I would give it a try. Picked it up, and I love this book. Kind of like a short synopsis. In the selection, there's a girl named America Singer, and they live in she lives in this country called Illyria. Illyria is basically divided up into 8 different castes, 1 through 8. 1 is royalty, and then 8 is homeless, basically. So America lives in the 5th caste, and which is basically like musicians. Like each caste does something different. So like obviously 1 is royalty. 5 is musicians, 3 is teachers, lawyers, doctors, 6 is cleaning people, servants, so like that. Okay, so basically in this book, it is where there's 35 girls that are basically chosen from this like lottery pool, and they go and live in the palace because Prince Maxon, he is of age, and so his parents trying to find a wife for him. It's kind of like a little bit like The Bachelor, where it's 35 girls all trying to compete for his affections, and then every Friday there's this thing called the Worldly Report, where the girls talk about their progress, and they have a host, stuff like that. So it's kind of like The Bachelor in that way. One of the things I liked about this book that was different was it was nice to see more character development. In some of these books where it's like a pageantry, you don't really get a lot of character development. You get some of the main character, and you may understand his or her flaws or what their background is. But then the other characters, you don't get as much detail on. I liked how Kiera Cass, every character that she introduces, you get background on, you get understand their motives. I really like the character description. Yeah. I was really a big fan of this book. So America Singer basically goes off to the house to live until she's voted off, pretty much. So now America is kind of a tomboy. She has a long-lost love named Aspen, and Aspen and her have been best friends for forever. Aspen is a 6, and so the big thing is marrying below your caste is looked down upon. See, America's a 5 and Aspen's a 6, so her marrying Aspen would be looked down upon. But America's like, this is the guy I want to marry. So she's very disappointed when she gets chosen for the selection, because it basically means that she can no longer have a life with Aspen, her one best friend. Yeah, so America Singer is just going just because she's like, I'm never going to be picked. But the good thing about being chosen is that your family gets a sum of money. America's family is a 5, so they're musicians, but they're very poor. So she goes, and there's lots of different girls from various different casts. There's some girls from 2, there's some girls in cast 3, cast 5, so on. And so another thing I liked about this book was, I like to see. There is kind of a love triangle between Prince Maxon and then Aspen. It was interesting because Aspen, you see him, I kind of saw him as like a Gale figure. He was basically America's best friend. He really was loyal, cared for her, wanted what was best for her, stuff like that. And then Maxon is, I kind of feel like PETA in a sense, just because he's very caring and thoughtful, and he hates this process just as much as some of the girls do. He wants to choose his own wife, but of course, living royalty, you have to follow the rules. And so he's basically thrust into this competition that he hates and doesn't want to be a part of, but because he's royalty, he doesn't have a choice. So I really liked, and he's also really good with words. I really liked that. I could definitely see myself in America, just because America is a bunch of a tomboy, and she doesn't really like to dress up in frilly dresses, and she is very free-spirited and very bold and very brave. And I kind of see myself in that way, kind of how I am a tomboy and stuff like that. This selection is a trilogy. I didn't know that until I finished the first one. But it says end of book 1, so it's I found out that it is a trilogy. The second one's called The Elite, and the third one is yet to be released, and we don't have a title yet. So yeah, I thought this was a good novel. It was very fast paced. I read it in like 2 days. It was really interesting just to see the different girls and how they interacted with each other, just to see Prince Maxon and his character, but also just see a little bit, because America does feel conflicted because she was in love with Aspen, and now she's out for the palace. She doesn't really know, like, Prince Maxon, obviously, so she's like, is he just being fake to me? Is he being real? Or is he saying the same things to all the other girls? So, definitely, I think you would like it. You know, if you want a good book, check it out. So again, it is the selection by Kiera Cass. So yeah, so again, what would you do if you were suddenly thrust into a situation where you had to compete for a guy's affections? Do you think you would be like America, very shy, very, not necessarily shy, but very, very hesitant, very, not really trusting? Or would you be more like a character named Celeste, who, Celeste is very mean and very manipulative. She is in it to win it. Would you be like that? So again, comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on Tumblr, Allison Youth. Yeah, thanks for watching.